But when it came to our last damn night, we said hell no, not this time. Because we banging it forever. We quit, dry your eyes. Baby, we are done. We said what we said. We ain't the one. R-E-T, R-E-T, find out what it means to be. R-E-T, R-E-T, that's us. We are free. We said what we said. Tune in and see.
What's up, what's up, what's up? We are back for episode number 5. Guess who's in Florida? We are together. First time.
Yep, and hopefully it won't be the last. Maybe the next time we're together, she's in Mexico, right? Drinking tequila based hooch. Yes. I am Jackson,
And I am Lamb.
and the name of this podcast is
We said
What We Said. Yes, we said what we said. We're going to keep it brief today because I just got off a cruise, and baby, I was bad, and I got cold, and I don't want to contaminate her. I don't want to give her cooties.
No, that's not why she was bad though. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I had a bad influence with me, but we're going to introduce her a little bit later. Another BOP retiree, maybe bored out of her mind too. But we got her over there sipping hooch, waiting on her chance to say hi and bye. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, so as I said, I just got off a cruise with a cruise line that I have never sailed before. It's Virgin Voyages. I won't say which ship, but yeah, it was great. It was fun. The food was excellent.
Wait. Why were you on a cruise, Jackson?
Monday, I celebrated my born day. Yes.
Yes.
I became a
yes.
year
yes.
older.
Yes.
A year better. A year freaker. But yeah, hey. So yeah, my birthday cruise, had a great time. Had little birthday shirts. If you are my Facebook friend or social media, you'll be able to see all my highlights and whatnot, because y'all know how I do it. Ship Wi-Fi was free for the basic, but it was a little slow. So I said, well, I'll wait till I get to some strong Wi-Fi to really do up my stuff and really record, put it out there, and free up my phone space, because we have a lot of video. We had a great time. So you'll see, we had a great time.
Now, what I want to know is why she didn't pay for the Wi-Fi. Like, why she didn't pay. But I'm not going to get into it.
No, it was free. It was adequate. You had $180 you wanted to give me for the rest of it.
God.
Yeah, it was 180. 180 for
okay.
those mega influencers, those people who just or people who are working. If you were working an online job and just had to stay in touch, but to do basic social media, you saw the stuff I posted. You kept up with us. That was adequate for what we.
All right. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes a lot of money, financial sense. Yeah, but we had fun. Will I do it again? Things I didn't like. I'm a fan of the mega ships. I'm the supersized cruisers, and
So wait. What are you saying? You like big things?
I like big ships, and I cannot lie. Yeah, big ships.
I heard there were a few big things on the ship, but
Baby.
not the ship itself. But
No.
okay, I'm not gonna get into that.
Like I said, if you want to try some good food, a good atmosphere, we enjoyed it. Excuse me, I came back from cold. I would take everybody on that ship, but just put them on a bigger ship, because we had the perfect combination. We had the perfect, nobody was fighting, nobody was, telling kids to stop running, bitch, move, get y'all kids.
So no kids.
No cheerings. Even though 18, but they would behave. I take everything, every element of that ship and put it on a larger ship with more pool space, more show variety, better furniture. There's some things I did
God
like.
damn, Jackson, that's a lot of
Well,
shit there.
well, it's not really.
Don't go back on that shit.
Well, I won't. You know, me for that cruise line. I mean, unless one of y'all said let's go. You know, I know what I like. I like the big ships, and I cannot lie. So,
What else do you like that's big? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
big money.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Okay, I won't.
All right. So we always start out with our first thing that we do is always the state of the bureau because we're both former bureau employees. So we're gonna start out. We got some news, unfortunately, but go ahead, Jackson.
Oh boy, had a big ship that he was slinging at FCI Ellisville. Read about it recently. Somebody sent me an article while I was on the cruise. This 37-year-old officer who was employed there a little over 2 years was slanging it and slanging it, swanging it and slanging it to 7 female inmates. Of course, that's abuse. That's abuse. That's sexual abuse. So it is written up as he has sexually assaulted as many as 7 female inmates because they can't consent to any sexual acts. So, of course, he is looking at the maximum of life in prison. You know, they always throw out the maximum that you can get. Of course, he is going to have to register as a sex offender if found guilty. They throw the unsexy book at you when you do this shit here. So I see them, you know, and to be honest, since FCI Dublin, for those of you who don't know the story, very sordid story of female inmate sexual abuse of immense proportions, unimaginable. Staff that were doing it up to the warden on down. Dublin is now closed. Go figure. Can't erase that history because it was terrible. But to be honest, I have not heard of anybody getting convicted of any. I just personally, because like when I retired, I don't want to hear anything about the beer. But they're going to make an example out of this dude if he's the first one since all those closures took place as a result of sex abuse. Which they should. He deserves it. He deserves it. All the free coochie.
I remember going to an IF class, and Associate Warden, he taught standards of conduct was the class he was teaching. And he drew a big circle on the board. And then inside the circle, he put a whole bunch of dots all around the circle. He said, all of these dots you can mess with, except for this one dot right here. And that dot was inmates. But you can mess with all the other people in the world. Just this dot. And people cannot just not mess with that dot. Man, I thought that was brilliant the way how he explained it. It didn't matter. Because every year somebody goes down. Somebody goes down. And I remember this dude from New York that got smashed with sleeping with an inmate. He said that he spent more time with the inmate than he did his own wife. That's crazy.
Okay.
That ain't a justification. And then he said, why did we, the administration, allow him to continue to put in for that post and receive it?
Because he's only supposed to get it for 2 terms and be gone, right?
But based on seniority is why you kept getting it.
But, well.
Man, it's crazy. But, yeah, just, you can mess with all the women in the world, but not this one right here. It's crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
Label. But, yeah, excuse me. Don't know what hey, you see love don't care who you know, the heart want what the heart want, the dick want what the dick want.
Yep.
I guess. And then they're in these positions of power over these submissive females. That's just about every male's. Geez, we're gonna strike me down for saying. Just about every male, you know, their little wet dream to be over these women. You know, he's slanging keys, slanging them. And what they can't say no.
Hey, and here's the other part. You know, it's like if you're the inmate and you're sleeping with a staff member, you actually gotta tell somebody so you can get some creds in the unit. Like, yeah, I'm banging this officer. You're not gonna keep that a secret. You will not. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell it. Tell it.
I'm gonna tell it.
I'm gonna tell
And
it.
She's about to bring me. He's gonna bring me a pack of Newport tomorrow. $20 a cigarette. About to make some money. He gonna leave it in the bathroom.
Bring me some dye, cause I don't think they had dye. Like, you got some shit I can use.
Where is inmate Johnson? Who's this red-headed inmate? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so.
I don't know. Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
So I don't
Nothing
know.
really changes.
No.
Nothing really.
No
changes.
amount of punishment. But you'd be surprised at what people don't know. They are
But
not aware. He's only been in it 2 years. All that stuff with Dublin. But I'm sure they teach it in IF. Excuse me.
I actually remember when sexual abuse of a ward was not. You couldn't get any prison time for it.
Right. They just fired you.
I remember when they added prison time. I remember that. That's how long I was in the bureau. Yeah. I remember that.
They fire you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this girl at one institution we were at. And the inmates who were from that particular area, geographical area, said they knew her and their whole family of females who worked in prisons. They were known for messing with inmates. And so somebody said, she can't do that here. So when she got in trouble, sure enough, she quit and went to the military. Do you know they went and got her out of the military, arrested her?
Wow.
Yeah, they did. So we about to teach you and your family, your wretched ass family, a big lesson.
Yeah.
You messing with the right one. Because they went and got her. They went and got her. Sure did. You can run, but you can't hide when you're letting the inmates slide. Ah! I really don't slide.
Yeah. So the next piece of Bureau, State of the Bureau, came from the New York Post. It's back in the news again.
Again.
The Epstein suicide that was at MCC New York. So they were talking about the officer, one of the officers that was the housing unit officer when the suicide happened. Officer Noel. And they're saying that suspiciously she had almost $12,000 of deposits. Suspicious deposit in her account.
America, do we care?
It's, yeah, I mean, how many years ago that's been? It's been a minute.
7. It'll be 7 this August.
Yeah.
We do not care.
She ended up being fired, and they never brought any. Well, no, they did bring criminal charges,
Right,
but
did.
they dropped it.
Right.
They dropped it. There was too many inconsistencies, and this shadow, this orange shadow that was on the cameras. Nobody knew who that was or what it was or anything like that. But in these documents, they're saying it was her. But she refutes that because she says she never gave out clothing. That wasn't a shift to give out clothing.
And sometimes, if you work in the special housing unit, at other institutions, you work in overtime. You may not know who the orderly is that is supposed. You may know, but you may not know. Are you
Right.
supposed to be out there? Okay, well, give out this, that, and the other. Do what you're supposed to do. Here's the thing. Open up the thing. Give them the cleaning supplies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they may not. I don't know. The shadowy figure. Going up the
Orange shadowy.
Yeah, the orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, the joint, like, she doesn't have on orange. Like, that's pretty clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
No. Yeah, at this point, we don't care. I don't know what type of newspaper the Post is. Traditionally, is it like a gossip mag / real news, or is it a local New York paper? I don't know.
At this point, you can't trust.
Can't really tell. Yeah, you can't trust anything
nothing.
anymore. the media
Well, but
is
I
totally
mean,
compromised.
Yeah, well, the New York media is pretty liberal, so I don't know. But anyway, it's back in the news again, and I don't think it's ever going to go away.
Yeah, what's the point? Dude, America, do you really care that this woman got a thing? She could have got it on overtime. She could have been getting it from people
and they
helping
also
her.
mentioned like what kind of car she drove.
Yeah.
Range Rover.
She had a Range Rover?
Yeah, the newest one, was the same year. So, I mean, but, people kill overtime. Hell, the cars in our parking lot was...
Yeah, we had some big cars.
There's some nice cars out there.
So we went, So, I don't know. She could have got it on a lot sale. Impound lot. What they do to?
She could have had a sugar daddy. Yeah, she is kind of cute.
She was cute at the time. Yeah, she could have been twerking on it.
Hey, man,
baby,
you just
get
don't
it, get
know.
it, get it.
No. You need to bring that over here on camera, baby.
No. We are a semi R-rated show.
R.
R.
X.
It'll be X then. So I don't know. Another distraction, I don't know. But I can tell you I really don't care. In the words of your current First Lady, I really don't care, do you?
Who First Lady?
America?
I ain't in America then, because Michelle Obama is my forever First Lady.
Forever First Lady. You want to introduce her? She over there cutting up.
You introduce.
Yes, America. Very briefly so she can go finish watch the basketball game.
We got a couple of questions we're going to ask you, and you're going to answer them. So.
Oh, we're going to lock you in here. Bringing to We Said What We Said podcast, our very first guest, another BOP retired individual who is over there in the Carolinas. Come on.
You got to come.
Come on.
Either way, just get on camera.
Doing her thing. After 25 years in the Bureau, we bring you all Grace. And she ain't nothing nice.
Not at all.
Welcome,
The realest of the
welcome.
real.
So, give us a little background, just your
Bureaus.
your bureau journey.
My bureau journey.
Because some of your
I
ex-friends watch.
started my career in the bureau in 1998. I State the institution
Of course.
at FCI Edgefield, and after FCI Edgefield, I did a lateral transfer to the U.S. Penitentiary in Florida, Penn 1, the real penitentiary, in 2001. And after Coleman, Penn 1, I got a promotion to the Low as a counselor. And I remained there as a counselor until 2007, and I did a lateral transfer to FCI Williamsburg. Wanted to go back home in South Carolina, so I went back to South Carolina. And then
Where I met her.
that's where I met Vanessa. And after leaving FCI Williamsburg, that's when the Reentry Affairs Coordinator positions were announced, and I put in for the Reentry Affairs Coordinator position. And lo and behold, I was selected for FCI Williamsburg, where I started. So I did a full circle. Edgefield. Went back to Edgefield. Thank you for correcting me. That's what sorors are for.
Oh,
Always got each other's back.
We got
That's
that.
what we do. So yeah, and that's where I retired
okay.
at
And
FCI Edgefield
what
as
year
a
did
Reentry Affairs Coordinator.
What year did you retire?
I retired in 2023, August 31st, 2023. 25 years
Okay.
and enjoying it. I love it.
That is good.
So I'm going to let these ladies.
No, we're not finished.
Not finished. So
No,
I don't control this. This is
Yeah,
on them.
yes.
Let me let you have it. Okay, here I am.
So, what is one thing that you enjoy in retirement and one thing you do not enjoy?
One thing that I enjoy in retirement is my ability to select what I want to engage in. And one thing that I don't like in retirement is there's a lot of extra time. There is a lot of extra time,
yes.
so you have to find
Yes.
things that consume your time. Stay busy, mentally, physically, everything.
Yeah.
You have to find something to do. That's the only way it's going to work. Stay engaged.
And how have you stayed engaged?
How have I stayed engaged? I've been volunteering.
Okay.
I received my license for foster care, and I volunteer at the USO office in Columbia, South Carolina with the military. It's a nonprofit, so I enjoy assisting with that. I really enjoy that, and I spend a lot of time at the library trying to consume things, and I'm looking in some other things to do as well.
Sounds good.
Yes.
And this is my cruise buddy.
Yep. Went birthday cruise. Love it, love it, love it.
For the record,
Hater.
I wasn't invited. Just for the record. Just for the record. Just for the record.
This is
Just
a
for the record.
system we got. This is a system.
Just for the
It
record.
started years ago.
Okay,
Years
okay.
ago.
Years ago.
Right here in
I'm
Miami.
just
Yep.
stating a fact. I'm
Yep.
not.
It started here in Miami.
How many years? How many cruises have y'all been on together?
It's 3 or 4. Three.
Okay.
Yeah, 3. Miami, Texas, Miami, and who knows where's next.
Probably Orlando, Port Canaveral.
Okay.
If I get what I want. Probably. Don't hate. You'll be invited on this
You
one.
will. But
Wait,
I'm out.
wait. She may have a question that she want to pose.
I want to watch a basketball game.
What's the question?
It's coming. Ask her a question.
Basketball game.
What question I'm supposed to ask her? You asking me.
Oh, it's in
Oh.
Texas.
Oh, you know, okay.
What's the
I
question?
just met her, right? And one of the things that we have in common, we're avid sports fans.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, so we're
Oh,
back here looking at college women basketball.
Yes.
SEC.
Love it.
Like,
SEC, there is
Yes.
none better.
yes.
Let's
yes.
go Gamecocks.
Game.
What was that word again?
Cocks. Gamecocks.
Yeah, I like that word, huh? Like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, game is a nice word. Game.
No, I ain't talking about that word.
Yeah.
This just rolls off.
I prefer the latter.
I heard that.
Okay, well, a lot of them on this last cruise. I tell you what, baby. Anyway, yes. So yeah, we went on Virgin together. We each have our own opinions of it. We do agree that it was a great time,
It was.
fun time.
It was. It truly was.
Mhm. Really was. But yeah, Grace, because we call each other by our last names.
Yeah.
I knew it when she had 2 last names. So it's
Yeah.
kind of hard for me to just
Drop
stop at
one.
Grace. So, yeah, we're going to let you go and watch.
Thank you, Ole Miss in Texas.
Yes. And we do
Bye-bye.
thank you for stopping
Continue
by.
supporting them. They're awesome women. And look, they're going to always keep it real. And as they say, we said
What we said.
All right,
Bam.
all right.
Thank you, Edie. Give a hand to our guests. Because Lord have mercy. Hey, homie.
Cop out time. Everybody,
You won't get your
cop
money.
out time, y'all.
Okay.
Hot topics, gossip or fact. Let's get started. We're right on track.
Well, y'all, it's unemployed now.
Well, not exactly.
Where she
She's-
go?
She got another job now. Trump couldn't afford to fire her. Could not afford to fire her.
Well, she in on
But
the game when
she
fucking
is
stuff.
not the director of
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. And that's a small win.
Because the other dude, the mediocre white dude they put in with the high school diploma,
This is what I'm saying. Like, is that a DEI hire or what?
Mark Wayne
And like, it's crazy.
and Jasmine Crockett were lost. I don't know anything about that little man, but anyway, back to the Kristi Noem
So
talk.
those hearings and her response to those questions did her in. And I honestly believe that Trump knew about $220 million commercial set. Like, Trump knows everything. And so you can't tell me he did not know. Cannot. I believe what she said. But somebody has to take the fall, because it's not going to be Trump. It will not be him. So the first domino down.
Yep. First domino down, but what they didn't put in his place. My thing, too, was, I was not keeping up with current affairs at all. It was a very blissful, peaceful, mentally week without having to listen to any of that. Even though we do need to pay attention. Everybody needs to pay attention. Of course, he did start the war with Iran, so every now and then I check social media, especially Threads. I like Threads. And they talked a little bit about what was going on with Iran and how Iran was responding and who all was catching strays in the initial bombing. So, yeah, I did pay attention. But what caught my eye today about Kristi Noem was the contract she was going to award her friend who just started a business about a week or two ago. Going to award her a $143 million contract. This whole administration is a big money grab. Get it in, get it while you can, and let the chips fall where they may for the rest of the people. They're really not serving. They have no intent on serving the American people. And why America, I don't know. It's not I guess they are, but nobody's covering it like the media. Nobody's covering it because they're not allowed to. So that in itself was like, look, it's in your face. This woman was going to give her friend $143 million of your tax dollars. Y'all not mad enough. Not mad enough.
Never gonna be
That
mad.
woman was also banned. She was the governor of South Dakota, banned from all 9 tribes up there. Banned from sovereign land. So I don't know. What do you know about her replacement? Anything extraordinary except that he got a high school diploma? GED, whatever. Is that your doorbell? What you know about Mark Wayne? Indiana senator, representative or senator?
Senator.
Okay.
Senator.
A nobody. Oh, it sounded like a doorbell did. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. And what's next? Now, Iran. What's going to happen with that? I got to catch up. I got to watch my people. I gotta watch my people on YouTube. My Don Lemon, Joy Reid, Roland Martin. I got to catch up.
Actually, we have to make it we need to subscribe to their podcast.
Right.
Because independent media is the only way to get the truth. It really is. It really, really is.
Yeah, there's another one I watched called PBS NewsHour, but Trump tried to take them down. They're very fair and impartial, very fair. Have always been. Even when I had sworn off the news while living in abroad, they were the only one I watched. Now, if something extraordinary happened, of course, I turned it to MSNBC or CNN to kind of get the rounded view of what it is we were talking about. But if I want fair, impartial, and thorough, it is PBS NewsHour for me. Yeah.
I do believe, I think I have wisdom, and I've been around for a minute, that trouble don't last always. And we're going to come out of this. I'm just hoping sooner more than later.
Yeah, we're going to come out of it. The question is when.
Of course.
And number 2 is how.
We're going to come out of it. We're going to come out of it. And,
That's the
Kristi
question.
Noem is the first domino. And I feel there will be some other dominoes to fall. Actually, the Prince, what was it? His title? I think he's the first domino. And maybe Noem is the second domino.
Look, Prince, if you're watching this podcast, on your phone, in your prison cell, I don't know how they do it over in London.
Now he out.
Hey,
Got an ankle bracelet on.
Dude, the first one to tell it,
Get the best deal.
get the best deal.
Absolutely.
In addition, you the only one lost all your shit.
Thus far.
I'd be scared. Look, I'd walk up in the thing. I'd have my own personal soundtrack that I'd be singing to. Like, hit my music. And I'ma tell you who was messing with the 12-year-old girl.
That's
I'ma
stuff
tell
is
you.
disgusting, man.
Girl, yeah, I'd come up with some dance steps, some moves. I've been singing. I've been entertaining them folks. Have my boom box. What y'all wanna know today? Baby, it's on the way. I'ma tell you all the news. I'ma keep my day job. You can use. Girl, yeah. I would not be going down by myself at this point unless it's just that big that he knows if he opens his mouth, he's going to die.
So
That's the only thing I can see. And the way the scale, the magnitude of this thing suggests that it is a mother.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, let's throw in another cop out. Sharon, the ex University of Michigan head coach, he took a plea today.
Did he?
Yeah, he pleaded out to some lesser charges that are misdemeanors.
Okay.
So
Did they show him on TV? Because, I was...
they did. Actually, he was looking. I think he's handsome. And I'm not even. I ain't even into that. But I like a man with a nice manicured beard. He look like he ain't suicidal no more. His wife was with him, and all of that. So I hope he can rebound.
That's very noble of you.
I do. Sometimes you have to learn the hard way. You can't learn from all the other hundreds of men that did the same thing. Sometimes you have to learn it yourself, unfortunately. But I was glad that, and I already know, when they initially charge you, they throw all these charges at you.
Right, they
stacked the charges. So I knew some of them, most of them was going to stick. But,
Okay.
so I'm happy for him that he was able to get pretty much a great deal.
Okay.
And then he's going to be sentenced. Actually, he pled no contest. And we already know that really means you're guilty. But you didn't admit guilt. You didn't admit guilt. Which also helps if a civil lawsuit comes about. So, yeah.
Which it might, you think?
Well, she's not trying to sue him. She's
Trying
trying
to
to
sue
sue the
University
University
of
of Michigan. Yeah, because that's where the money is.
He got a little change. He got a little pocket change.
He broke.
Depending
now, man.
into... well, he
He
might
broke.
be, yeah.
All them attorneys and he broke.
Yeah,
He broke. He broke.
Poor thing.
He broke.
Really.
He is broke.
Really. Yeah, I missed that. Now, I also missed, maybe you can talk about it a little bit, Jesse Jackson's funeral.
Yes.
Was it a funeral festival? Like,
it was similar
3-day
to
concert? Aretha
Aretha
Franklin?
Franklin, but not as long. But
Wait,
my
look,
forever
look,
president.
wait. For hers, we went to work in the morning,
I know, right?
came back, ate dinner, and was
Ugh.
she had changed outfits.
She was loved. She was loved.
Yes, she was.
loved.
Yes, she was.
My forever president, man, he just so smooth. If I could be half as smooth as him, like, I don't even want to say, like I have all the women, like,
Yeah, say it.
hey, he is so smooth. So smooth.
He gonna always do it right.
Yeah, he has a connection with the people, like he really does.
Yeah, he gonna always do it right.
But yeah, he was there. Clinton and Biden.
Biden looking so good now, boy. He looking.
He look good.
He look
Like he
good
still
now.
don't need to spend no significant time.
No, now
talking.
He doesn't need to spend no. All you gotta do is wave and smile and keep looking good. Staying moisturized. Stay moisturized. Yeah.
So the other political news, Jasmine Crockett, she lost. And what I'm learning, apparently over and over again, that the world really don't like women. And I'll take it a step further. They really don't like black women. Like, black women get such a hard time. Like, I even can, think about when I was a manager and the negativity that I got was just doing my job. And the men never got that. Never got that because that is what they are supposed to do. Women, not so much.
And I don't understand that. Because we were going over all the other countries in the world that have had women presidents, queens, leaders that they respected and revered and allowed to lead. Of course, we can only imagine what they have gone through behind the scenes, being that they are women. And men feel that they are the stronger sex, the smarter sex, the sex. So, so we can only imagine. But you had Queen Elizabeth, even though they said she was a figurehead, she ruled for like 40-something years. Her predecessor, Queen Elizabeth. I even think Russia had a queen somebody. There's a Netflix special about Catherine, somebody over in Russia. They've all had women monarchs or women presidents. My country.
Mexico, right?
Man, look. I was like, yeah. And I was excited because, Presidenta Sheinbaum Pardo was elected July because Mexico's presidents, they are in office for 6 years. So when I came to Mexico, it was AMLO. Thank you, AMLO, for letting me in. Anyway, I was just so excited to see her running. God. So, of course, we had our elections that following November. Shock, grief, dread, because those of you who are following the specter of Project 2025 and who had listened during the campaign, you knew what was coming. And as a black person, you could only imagine being dialed back to the days of your grandparents, living through Jim Crow. All kind of wild shit just kind of went through our minds, still are. Because we saw what he did his first couple of weeks in office. D.I. hire, boop, D.I. hire, doop, D.I. But I keep telling you white people, I figure what you gonna do because I'm from the deep south. I was schooled by my grandparents. I don't want to say I know you, but I know you. You try to lean into that white supremacy in you, the rest of the world gonna let you know what time it is. It is not the 1940s or the 1950s anymore, and the world is prepared to move on without this country. Play that little game if you want to. It's not the flex. It's not the flex you think it's going to be for you. Especially if you don't have millions of dollars in the bank. Your boy letting you know he was prepared to starve some of y'all on the snap.
Yep.
And went to court to stop you from eating. So keep on. Y'all better wake up. You better wake up. It's not the 40s. It's not the 50s. It's 2026 to the rest of the world. To America, it might be 1950. Keep playing that game with yourselves. It's cool. We done been there. We learned from our grandparents what we need to do to keep it moving. With you or without, y'all the ones don't know nothing about what? Selling food. We ain't gonna tell you. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be. The picket signs, they cute. Do you. Do what makes you feel better. But make sure it's effective. Because it's gonna take a lot more than a picket sign. With a cute little picture of what you're trying to get across to the administration. Because a lot of them don't read. Ask Mark Wayne. with his high school diploma. Most of America don't read above a 6th grade average point. That's facts. So look at the landscape. I want to commend the people of Minnesota. Whew. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. But it was in your backyard.
Yes.
That's why y'all made a difference. You saw it firsthand and you took action. The rest of America got to catch up. California, Chicago, they doing it.
They all got into some good trouble.
Some good trouble.
That's what it was about.
John Lewis.
Yes.
Yep. So I don't know. Every day is a new chapter in this Project 2025 book that we flip into. A new chapter. That thing got 900 some pages.
It's a lot in there. Also, something was revealed during the primary in Texas. So the next time a primary is in your town and your state, you make sure you early vote.
Please. There's
Like,
no
you
excuse.
need to know. You need to know. Just in case something happens, you have another opportunity to vote again. Like to try to vote again. Like, don't wait to the day of. Because there's going to be some shenanigans. You already know. We have to early vote. I mean, physically early vote. Don't even trust the mail. Physically early vote. Just in case there's an issue, you got another chance to vote.
Right.
That should be the standard.
Because I've
going
always
forward.
early voted. Always. I can tell you
Going
the
forward.
last time I voted on the actual voting day.
And so what has been shown, well, in Texas, more Republicans voted early.
As they always do. Meemaw and Pawpaw is going to vote.
We have to put a dent into that. We have to vote early. And I'm very surprised at that, because I know the black churches here, they actually have a day to go early vote.
What's it called? Prayer to the polls?
Yeah. So it's like we know we should go. Like, I was very surprised at that, because I thought we actually had put a dent in early voting for Democrats, but apparently not in Texas.
Well, you know the accusation. Well, it's a church. Church shouldn't be telling people how to vote.
They're not
So-
telling people how to vote.
So
They're
that-
just
that's-
having a prayer to the polls.
That's what they're gonna say, while the white Christian nationalist, evangelical, pedophile protectors, they telling people, you know, Trump is Jesus, praise him.
Yeah, so I actually was a person that voted on the day of. You know
Y'all could
why?
take off work.
You know, not even that, because everybody I knew had already voted. The polls on the day of voting, nobody is there. So that's why, but I am definitely going to early vote. No
Yeah,
doubt in
always
my
early.
mind. No doubt in my mind.
Always early voted.
For
Always.
me, it was more lines on early voting than the day of. So I just wait the day of.
The only time I encountered a line was when I lived in Memphis. But the reason it was a line is because it was inside this recreation center that was really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't fit everybody in at once. And when we got off work in Cordova, of course we going in that direction. We trying to get home. We ain't gonna lollygag nowhere else. But then, you know, because there was a couple of places that we could, you know, well, you do have your polling station, but for early voting, is, you know.
Yes.
So,
it's kind of,
baby, we were making our way to Cordova, Pittsburgh, and baby, that little thing, we waited. I waited. I was like, I ain't gonna look. My house was right around the corner too.
man, the longest I ever waited in line was during Obama term. Like 2-3 hours. Like, yeah, I wasn't trying to do that anymore.
I did absentee for him because I was making the move from South Carolina. As a matter of fact, I got to Memphis Halloween Day. And he was elected with November 2008.
Man, I remember I had a whole watch party right here. And man, the whole neighborhood, you could hear everybody cheering. You talking about chills, a good feeling.
Even today,
My
if I watch
God.
that today, I'm going to start welling up.
That
I
was,
would be like Jesse Jackson in the audience just crying. Oh, I can't.
it was
I
such
miss
a
that
great
man.
feeling.
I miss everything about them was a great feeling. You know, there are many more Obama tribute montages that I have to scroll through. I'm like, we know y'all miss that man. That man do nothing wrong but be black. Isn't that
Hey.
sad, America?
You know what was sad too? I lost a lot of friends because he got elected. Work friends.
cares?
That shit was
Fuck
crazy at work. It was crazy. That's why I would never work on the election day again. It was crazy. The day after. It was crazy.
That's why the Hatch Act went into full effect. Remember? They started that shit.
Yeah.
Because white people were upset.
They were upset.
Upset.
They were upset. No. Hispanic people were upset too.
Hey, look what's happening to you now.
Hispanic
Y'all still
people
mad?
They were upset too.
Still mad?
Those
Well,
are who I'm
you and the
referring to.
Somalis go have a drink. The Never Kamalas. We are going to vote for Donald Trump because he is the vision for us business. We heard you. We heard you. That's why I iced this out because of y'all. But it's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. Try it. We couldn't tell you. We couldn't tell you enough. Now you're being shown in the most horrendous ways. The most horrendous, the most dastardly ways. Exactly what we meant when we told you your proximity to whiteness would never save you. So you're seeing that now. Seeing that now. And they said that was a factor in this last race with Jasmine Crockett. Like I said, I haven't been able to really just sit down and see what everybody is talking about. There's just so much noise out there. But what I want black women to do, you know, and it's terrible for me to say, just stop running for shit. Just go on.
No.
Stop running for shit.
What
I wanna
blacks as a whole have
stop
to
running
do,
for shit.
we fucking got to get out. We got to show up. We have to get out and vote. We have to get out and vote. We got to get out and vote. That's the
So
bottom
was that
line.
a fact? Because
That was a factor.
black people were not out voting.
They were not out voting.
See that? I don't know what to say to that.
That was a factor.
Again.
That was a factor again. Because typically people don't vote in primaries. Even though they've been preaching, we need for you to vote. One thing I can say, like, as a kid, I would go with my parents to the polling place to vote. And I couldn't wait to vote.
Yeah, what y'all doing behind that curtain? What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
like,
Shut up, go sit down over
they
there.
didn't have to say anything. I went with them, and I want to be like them. I want to vote. When it's my turn, I registered at 18 in school, and I voted. Like, I know people died for my right to vote,
Right.
and I'm always going to exercise my right.
Right,
Always.
right. No matter where in the world I am, even though y'all's boy trying to get
Hey, and that mail stuff gonna be it's
he
gonna
trying
be
to
shaky.
get
It's
he
gonna
trying
be
to
real
get
shaky.
it cut out. But look, you gonna cut out all the military? Because they gotta vote like that abroad, ballots abroad. So you gonna cut out the military? Okay.
So actually, like when you get your ballots now, you need to fill them out immediately.
Right.
Cause that postmark date don't count no more. It actually has to make it to
The place.
the place
Yes.
in time. That
Postmark.
postmark date don't work no more.
It does not work. We found that out about a month ago. What I want to say is, like, when people, we understand that you're following social media, you always have your phone in your hand. You got something in your hand. Follow some different people. You know, at this point, I don't care what the rappers and the baby mamas and all them are doing. I don't care. And it's not because of my age. It's because they're not doing anything to help facilitate a change to what's happening in the larger society. And me knowing that gets on my nerves. I got a few left dealing with this regime. Just a few. And I really don't care that somebody, baby mama, beat somebody up in the Piggly Wiggly in Bessemer, Alabama, and you on TikTok doing a 15 video part series on who cares? I understand we need a diversion, but in that diversion, have some information in there. These independent journalists are really on there. Since they've been fired from these networks, they're handling business. News you can definitely use in the simplest terms possible. You got a few that are kind of cerebral. They're very academic. I like them. I do like Joy Reid too. She's one of the very academic ones. Another one I follow, HDR, Heather Cox Richardson. It's very academic. Eileen Mastyle when it comes to the Constitution and what Trump is doing and not doing and how he's setting it afire and ripping it apart. He's a great one to listen to. Brother with a white afro. Brilliant brother. Brilliant. So put some of that in there, okay? Please, please.
I agree.
It's fine to watch stuff take your mind off. I like watching Doberman videos. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I started following these little Doberman and Chihuahua and miniature pincher pages. I had a miniature pincher, and I'm filling the pool to get another little dog. For missing my baby, it'll be 2 years next month. Yeah, those bring me total joy. I've never been a big dog fan. Dobermans are huge, but I guess because they look like miniature pinchers. I don't know. That brings me a modicum of joy. Aside from not living in America. But, I have family, I have friends here.
Yes.
I have stuff here. So I can't help but worry and be concerned, Not knowing what's going to happen. If Iran get somebody to shoot a missile off the bombers, because the only reason they're not touching the mainland is because they don't have any missiles that'll reach the mainland. That's the only reason they're letting us breathe right now.
Facts.
That's it. If they find somebody, to strap some shit on and walk a country mile, they'll send some people over here to Heartbeat. They'll send some before to do some things that we won't mention because we don't want to get cut.
Yeah.
Well, watch out.
No, I can say this podcast getting kind of political.
Well, the world is political.
Right, I know. It's like I never thought that I would be a part of something political. But it's real life.
It's real life. Thank you. We're not
life.
talking about nothing. We're not talking about overthrowing the government. We're not talking about beating up nobody, hurting nobody. We're talking what's on our TV screens and in our news magazines, online news magazines every day. And if you're missing that, like when Don Lemon, I like that he's so engaging with the public, but sometimes it irks the hell out of me when he goes to interview somebody and they know nothing about what's happening. Nothing. Man, I don't know whether to cry or throw my slipper at my TV.
So here's the thing, though. I try to remove myself. I definitely don't watch the local news. I don't really watch TV too much. But you almost have to stay engaged. But sometimes being engaged,
it's a sacrifice.
It's sad. I really like my peace. I really do.
It's a sacrifice on your mental health.
My peace. It really does.
Because when they kill
I do think it's important to know what's
when
going
they kill
on.
Alex Pretty.
Yeah.
Man, my stomach was jumping all day. Because I didn't know what the hell that meant. I know they killed the woman. But to see him get gunned down like he... Because that was the first thing that pulled up. The actual video. My stomach was nervous all day. I was just unsettled. I couldn't calm down. the assault on your senses as a result of the things this administration does. Now, how much you want to bet there are some people who are going to pull up to the gas station this week and wonder aloud, why is my gas 70?
Gas that's going up. I just got gas Monday. Gas is going up 70 cents. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay. Yep. So stay tuned for another week's episode of UTF America. Because it's coming. Tomorrow is Monday. And it's not a holiday. Nope, tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
Shit,
what?
some shit may happen tomorrow.
What?
I don't know. See? So, yeah.
So yeah, tomorrow is Sunday and Monday is my birthday. So this is my birthday weekend, but I took the time out to do this podcast.
I made her do it. They say, look, we were supposed to do a little dance kit or something. I'm gonna do when I got my Spanx and my eyelashes and stuff on. You know, I'm looking cute. I gotta get this hair taken out because it got sort of wet. But anyway, when I'm looking cute, I'm doing a little sexy. I'm gonna do some rolling. She gotta perfect her rolling.
Yeah. I got a
I
bad. Yeah, I got a bad back. Maybe that's why I haven't been rolling. Got a bad back.
Bring it on that. Yeah, you gonna see me in my heel and be sexy and stuff.
So
We gave it our
actually,
youth.
we did a whole hour.
We
Once
work hard
again.
and fat in the night. I mean the road. I don't even know where.
I need to put on my back patch before I start rolling.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a body double. I'm gonna get Megan Thee Stallion and come up there and roll. They'll be like, ooh, Jackson,
Or maybe I just do
what's
AI.
your address in Mexico, girl? What's your cash app? Let me see some pesos. I'm gonna get her body double to go at the bottom. Yeah, girl. I do's it like that. All right, we're gonna get off here.
Yes.
This is our first ever dual podcast
In person.
in person.
Same spot.
It was fun. But we're going to see you again, same time, different stations, different countries. We would like to thank our special guest, Grace, who's over there. She probably asleep.
Yeah, she might have quiet.
Yeah, she don't quiet.
I'm gonna go wake her up though.
So,
No sleep.
don't sleep, Grace.
No sleep.
So, yeah, we'd like
Sleep
to thank
when
her
you're dead.
yeah, for making an appearance on our podcast. And, yeah, we will see you again because remember, we said,
What we said.
and we meant that. Thank y'all.
Good night.
Like, subscribe. Press that like button. Press that subscribe button. Bye.